What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back. This is a very exciting match of Warhammer Age of Sigmar today. We got the new GHB up in the house, baby. Michael, why don't you tell us who's playing today?
So you and I are playing, and we're taking my new Sylvaneth versus your updated Bonereapers. So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Sylvaneth. They've been on my to-do list for a long time, and I got them painted, and they're cherry blossoms, which is what I wanted. And here we are, and we're gonna play new missions from the General Handbook 2022.
Yep.
And we're gonna figure out how to play this whole new game.
Yeah, I'm going all the way in. I'm taking faction-specific, grand strategies and battle tactics. I took bounty hunters. I took expert conquerors. So I'm going all the way in. I took my horde. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We want to say thank you so much to all of our members. We just started a membership service for this channel, and the response has been fantastic. We appreciate every single one of you. And if you don't know, we're doing a membership drive for the next 4 weeks, and Michael's going to talk a little bit about it.
So while we're doing our membership drive, we're going to have some stretch goals. And as we achieve those goals, we're going to do new things for you guys, the members and the viewers.
Right.
So first up is 10 members, which currently we're at 9.
Yep, currently we're at 9. So one of you fantastic people out there, please join the channel. We'd really appreciate it. And what are we gonna do as soon as we get that 10?
As soon as we get to 10, we do a Discord.
Yep.
With a members only section.
Sure, so the Discord is available to everybody. There'll also be a members only section, and that should be really fun as it grows.
And Dave's gonna learn how to play 40K.
And I'm gonna learn how to play 40K. So one perk for you guys and one perk for me.
Yep.
We're gonna learn a new game system. Michael's gonna teach me. He's been playing 40K forever, and hopefully we can get some of that content on the channel pretty soon.
That'd be awesome. And what do we do at 25?
Once we get to 25, all of the members are gonna get to vote for a new army faction. So if you don't see your faction on here, we would really appreciate the support, and we would be happy to go ahead and start a new army with an army of your choice. So that should be a fun little poll once we get to 25.
And now at 50, we're just gonna do a raffle.
Yep. At 50, we're going to do a raffle. So a couple ways you can get entered into the raffle. Just for becoming a member, on the night tier, you'll get 1 raffle ticket, 5 if you're a Lord, correct? And if any of you are crazy enough to be commanders, I'll send you a thank you letter, and also you will get 10 raffle tickets. Now, if you refer somebody to be a member and they, in the members only community section, put down your name, then we'll give you and them an extra raffle ticket. So that's just a way to give you a little bit more incentive to share with friends and for us to bring more people to watch our fantastic channel, because we love this and we want to share it with as many people as possible.
Yeah, really excited. Big shout out to Baron of Dice. Baron of Dice supplies all the dice that we have. I'm sure you guys know it. Anyone new to the channel though, we have these beautiful custom dice. Check out the link in the description box down below. There's a promo code for you for $5 off your order of dice.
Absolutely. There's also a link to the membership service, so you can check it out and look at the different tiers if you'd like. So we've been rambling enough. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at the armies?
All right guys, let's take a look at the Sylvaneth today. For my Season of War, I will be taking the Dwindling, which is the magic one. It's allowing me a reroll to my cast. Gnarlroot is going to be my Glade today, and that's going to allow 1 wizard to cast on 3d6 and drop the lowest. And this is going to be really important because I'm very magic heavy. First up, we have Alarielle the Everqueen, right? She has all of the rules. Her big ones are that she's a triple caster. She has Life Bloom, so she heals 2d6. She can res, and then she can also summon a unit once a battle. So that's going to be pretty cool. Moving on down the line, we have the Spirit of Durthu. He's the general today, so his command ability is Gnarled Warrior, gives him a 3-up unrendable save, and his artifact is the Arcane Tome. He has the Arcane Tome so that he can summon the Soul Seeker, and the Soul Seeker allows a wizard to get in. It moves 18, and then the wizard can get out and still move. So we have Cruise Missile Durthu. Next up, we have a Tree Lord Ancient. The Tree Lord Ancient knows regrowth. He has a special rule that allows him to bring 1 wildwood onto the battle anywhere on the battle once a game. Then we have 3 units of Dryads, 120, 2 10s, and they are all in the Expert Conquerors Battalion, so they're all counting for 3 on objectives. I'm going to be rolling the Team America dice today. Hopefully we're going to see lots of those stars. And that's it. I'm excited to play the new army. Let's see what David's bringing today.
All right, here's the Bonereapers army I'm taking today with the new GHB rules. So I'm going to be Petrifex Elite, so I will have the ability to bludgeon in the combat phase and get some extra rend out. I also have quite a bit of regen in this list as well. This is Archon the Black. He's a triple caster, +2 to cast, +2 to unbind. His spell is going to be Mortal Contract. He also has a command ability where he can add 6 inches to all of his casting and all of the wizards around him. Great little model. Here's my general. He has the Godbone armor to shrug 1 damage in every phase. He has 2 extra wounds, and he is going to know Empower Nadirite Weapons, Soul Guide is his second spell. Here's the Nightmare Predator. This is a faction-specific endless spell. This thing does mortal wounds, and it does extra mortal wounds to its prey. It will keep hitting the prey until the prey is destroyed or it is unbound. I've got 2 Gothazar Harvesters, both with bludgeons, both helping res units, both doing monstrous actions and counting as 5 on objectives. Great models to add. 2 units of Necropolis Stalkers. These bad boys are little blenders. They're going to be in the Bounty Hunter Battalion, so they get extra damage against Michael's Dryads, and they can fight 4 different ways. They're super fun to play. Then I've got 3 units of 10 Mortet Guard and 1 unit of 20 Mortet Guard. The little ones are in the Expert Conquerors Battalion, and the Blob is in the Bounty Hunter Battalion, and they are just going to stand there. And I've got some beautiful dice here. The Skull is going to be a 6. And there you have it. That's my 1995 of Bonereapers. Let's take a look at the battle plan we're playing today. All right, here's the battle plan we're playing today. This is a brand new one called Silksteel Nests. This is 8 objectives. Starting from the second battle round, if you control an objective wholly within enemy territory, you can burn it. You have to have a unit within an inch, and you can only burn 1 per turn. Now, when you burn it, all units within 9 have to make a roll. If it beats their bravery, they take D3 mortal wounds, which is pretty exciting. This is a typical hold 1, hold 2, hold more, along with burning, battle tactics, and grand strategies. My grand strategy today is going to be unrelenting efficiency. If I have any full strength Mortet Guard units at the end of the battle, I complete it. Michael, what's your grand strategy, buddy?
I'm gonna do from the main book, Demonstration of Strength. So I have to keep 3 or more Galatian veteran units from my starting army on the battlefield. And that's all my Dryads.
Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and see who's got initiative. All right, welcome back for our very exciting General's Handbook 2022 first game ever. I'm really excited to get into this. I'm playing against the new Battle Tome. The Bonereapers finally got all of their White Dwarf rules updated in the app, so this is going to be fantastic. Michael had less drops than me. He had initiative. He decided to go first because he doesn't want my Death Army to debuff him before he tries to go off. So, Michael, what are you going to do for your battle tactic, buddy?
So battle tactic is going to be against the odds. Pick 1 unit for my starting army, blah, 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 hold the point. So it's right here. Has to be Galatian veteran, so it's this unit holding this point.
Excellent. Sounds good. So that's going to be your battle tactic. Let's talk about proving grounds, because that's a thing now. So I'm going second. So I picked the proving ground to be right here where Michael has his 20 Dryads, because that's currently 60. And I want to be able to take that from him a little bit easier. So that's the proving ground that I picked. I don't know if it's good, because this is the first game we've ever played, but we'll see how it goes. So now that you know a little bit about the board state and who's going first and everything, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Who do you think is going to win this epic battle? All right, back to you. Heroic action.
First things first, heroic actions. Let's do an extra command point with Durthu.
Okay.
He has it.
Okay, Durthu has an extra command point. I am going to use Relentless Leadership with Archon, so in every phase I can use a Relentless Leadership point for free. And let me grab my dice real quick so I can do some Relentless Discipline points. Okay, I'm going second, so I'm going to get 2 Relentless Discipline points for going second. 1 because my general's on the battlefield, 1 for each hero, brings me up to 5. And 10 dice on 6s. That was 9 dice, I get 2 more, up to 7. Okay, so I've got 7, and also every time Archon uses 1, it's free in every phase because of Relentless Leadership. I don't think I'm gonna run out.
Nope, probably not.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get into your casting, buddy.
Okay, let's do casting. So the first cast is it's the one we really want to do. We're gonna do with Durthu.
Yep. Durthu is going to try to bring out the Endless spell.
That's right.
Yeah. Launch on the Soul Seeker. This turns him into a cruise missile, and he hits super duper hard because he's got the wizard keyword, because he's got the wizard cap.
Yeah, he's got his thinking cap on.
Now talk about your special cast.
Gnarlroot. That's my Glade. I get to cast on 3d6.
Yep.
As long as my wizard's within holy 9 of a Wildwood, which he is.
Yep.
So 3d6, drop the lowest. And I also have one free reroll a turn as well.
Is that from your Glade as well?
So one's this is from the Glade, and the other one's from my Season of War. The Season of War gives me the reroll.
Okay, and what's your Season of War?
Season of War is the Dwindling.
The Dwindling. All right, so we're the Gnarlroot and the Dwindling. So you've got 3 dice, re-rolling, drop the lowest, and then I can try to unbind with Archon. We'll see. Well, that's a 12.
That's a 12.
Okay.
You do have a +2 to your dispel.
Yeah, so I just need an 11 on dice. Seems pretty easy. Nope, it fails. So, Cruise Durthu Missile, Cruise Missile Durthu is a thing. Okay.
So just like this.
Yeah, you got to be wholly within 3.
Right.
Okay, perfect.
I want to get all of my movement out of this. Like, perfect. Now he gets in. I got to double check.
It's at the end of the hero phase.
End of the hero
So
phase.
do your whole hero phase, then he gets in.
He gets in, and then it moves at the end?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Endless spells always activate at the end of the hero phase.
So that's a coming. The Ancient is going to bring in a tree.
Sure.
He doesn't have to cast for this. It just goes off.
Okay.
Right?
Yep,
So
it's an ability that he has, and it has to be wholly within 18 of him and more than 3 from other terrain features.
No, that's his spell. When he brings one, it's just anywhere on the table.
Really? Seems good.
Yep.
Read the rule. Let's read that rule.
Once per battle, in your hero phase, if this unit is on the battlefield, you can set up 1 Awakened Wildwood terrain feature consisting of 1 scenery piece, more than 3 inches of other models, endless spells, invocations, terrain features, blah, 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 and add it to your army.
More than 3 inches.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't have that 18-inch bubble. So I could put it in anywhere on the battlefield.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I understand now. Okay. So it does have to be spread out a little bit, but you can put it anywhere on the battlefield.
Yes.
Okay. Michael has dropped his extra tree that he can do for free from the Ancient, and also we forgot to mention that there's 3 other terrain features on this board that are overgrown. So we've added some extra scatter to these 3 terrain features here, so they can be used for spirit paths, but they don't do extra wildwood stuff like the normal wildwoods do.
So they don't explode mortals, they don't block line of sight, but they allow pretty much all of my abilities are going to count them as wildwood.
Sure. So you can teleport through them, which is great. That's really, really good. All right, what's next? Some casting?
Some casting. So he knows regrowth, but he's just going to do Mystic Shield on himself.
Okay, sounds good.
That's a 9. You can go.
Okay. Yeah. Does not get unbound. So the Ancient has a +1 to a save. Ba-bam.
Alarielle, she's going to try for Life Bloom.
Okay.
Not Life Bloom, that's her actual ability.
Yeah, that's her summon.
Yeah, the spell is Throne of Vines. Throne of Vines allows her to heal 1 health for every phase.
Cool.
Goes off on a 9.
Throne of Vines used to be a...
That's an 8. I have a reroll.
Sure, because
I'm gonna go for it.
Because of your season.
Nope, still don't have it.
Okay, cool. Throne of Vines used to be a +2 to cast, which I think is maybe better because she's never going to die anyway. But that's a pretty good spell for other people.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, 1 in every phase. Yeah, that seems amazing. Okay.
Okay. So she's gonna do Tree Song.
Okay.
Tree Song, she picks a unit, or she picks a Overgrown or a Wildwood, so she'll pick this one here.
Okay.
And then she's gonna improve Ren characteristics of Sylvaneth units fully within 9.
Okay.
And that went off.
Okay, sounds good. I cannot unbind.
Right. So Ren is better there. And then lastly, she's going to try and bring in another tree.
Okay.
And this is the one, this goes off on a 6. All of them know it. There's a 10.
Beautiful.
So this has to be wholly within 18 of her. I'm probably gonna put this right back.
Okay, looks nice.
All right, the forest has already just exploded.
Yep, it's in bloom, baby.
So that's it for the hero phase. The only thing we need to do now is move him, but we'll do that off camera.
Yep, and then Durthu, when he gets out, will be able to make a normal move.
Right.
So we'll be back after the end of the hero phase and the movement phase, and we'll show you what Michael did. Michael has finished his move phase. Just giving you a look at the board state right now. So back here is the proving ground. Dryads moved that way, and Alarielle summoned and is standing there. All right, Michael, how the heck did Durthu get 3 inches away from me?
So the Soul Seeker moved his full 18, and then Durthu got out, and then boom, I'm exactly 3 inches away, so which is nice. I don't even have to move any further.
Yeah, great endless spell. We're going to see a lot of play from that little bad boy there.
You can see
the man in the boat.
You can see the Ancient behind him. He walked the spirit paths and went through the trees, and he's 9 inches away. The Dryads in the back just moved a little bit closer to the Wildwoods. All of the Dryads in the back just did that, made sure they're wholly within 9, so they're -1 to hit and wound. Alarielle is looking at a 4-inch charge, and then she summoned a Tree Lord to back her up. So
beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get set up for some shooting.
Yep.
Tree Lord is going to unleash some vines. Where's he going?
So he's going to shoot his Strangle Roots at the Mortek Guard who are standing in front of him.
Okay, excellent.
3 attacks. They hit on 2s and wound on 3s.
Okay.
2 hits, 2 wounds.
Okay.
Rend 1.
Rend 1. I do not ignore your rend unless it's a melee weapon, so this is going to be 5s. Saved them both. 5 and a 6.
Very good.
Alarielle is going to throw her spear into the Necropolis Stalkers behind my front line.
Hit on 2. Wounds on 2.
Okay.
Okay. Rend 2.
Okay. 6. I failed it.
6 damage.
6 flat damage. Oh my goodness. 6s. Shrug 3. So 1 Necropolis Stalker is down to a wound. That shrug was important because those guys can't heal once they're dead. Tree Lord Ancient is going to shoot into the Mortek Guard, I'm guessing.
Yep. 2 attacks. Hit on 2s, wound on 3s. Oh. They both hit. Both wound.
Okay.
Rend 1.
5s. Save 1, fail 1.
3 damage.
6s. Failed all 3. All right, one of them is going to die within 3 inches of the Gothazar Harvester. Let's see if he comes back on a 4-up. He does.
He does.
Now we've got Durthu to shoot.
Yep.
Okay.
Durthu is shooting the Verdant Blast.
Okay. And what's he targeting?
Same guys.
Okay.
Hit on 4s. 2 hits. Wound on 3s. 2 wounds. Rend 1.
5s. Okay.
2 damage.
6s. Okay. And both of those are going to die next to the Gothazar Harvester. And they both come back.
There you go.
All right. Any other shooting, Michael?
Nope.
Let's get into charge phase. Where do you want to start?
We'll start with Durthu since he's standing right there in the camera. Rolled a 6.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's try a 9 with the Ancient.
Can the Ancient get a 9?
He got a 9.
Beautiful. All right, Ancient's going in. Nice. All right, what's next? All right, Alarielle's getting ready to charge. Death versus life. Can she get a 4?
Looking for a 4.
She gets a 12. Alarielle has finished her charge. Michael decided to just barely pull in the 2nd unit of Mortek Guard, sitting over here on my flank. Because the base is so big, even with a 12, he couldn't get over the Necropolis Stalkers or anything crazy like that. So he's done charging there. Are you going to try to roll a charge for your Tree Lord?
Yep, he's looking for a 9.
Tree Lord on the charge!
That's a 6.
Monstrous actions. Alarielle is going to do something. What's she going to do?
So she's going to stomp, and her stomps do D6 if they go off.
Okay. Cool.
Goes off for 6.
Okay. I've got 6 up safe. Shrug 3 of them.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that was really good.
that's important because she could have maybe piled into something juicy, but all right, we've got Cruise Missile Hurt You and in Tree Lord Ancient both have monstrous actions they can do. What are they going to be, buddy?
So Durthu's going to try for Ground Shaker.
Okay, on a 3-up, I fight last.
That's right.
I fight last. Okay.
And then the only other one that I could do is Roar, which doesn't affect you.
Okay. Beautimus, I have no monstrous actions to do, so let's go ahead and decide where you're going to activate first. Okay, I am going to issue Shield Wall to both of my units. that are in combat. So I'm down to 5 relentless discipline points, and Michael is going to get to fight with Alarielle and probably his 2 other tree lords before I can do anything. So let's get into Alarielle's attacks.
Right.
When she charges, does she do damage?
No, not anymore.
They just added it into her stomp.
Yep.
Well, that's smart. That makes for faster dice. I like that. I like that shift that they're doing, because a stomp for 6 mortal wounds is pretty bomb. That's pretty juicy.
Yeah, it's good. So this is where we're going to use our all-out attack.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the great antlers. These are going to hit on 2s, wound on 2s, and they're up to Ren 3.
Okay, and so I'll take it down to Ren 2, so I'll have a 6-up rerolling.
They all hit.
Okay.
3 wounds.
Okay, 3 wounds, 6-up rerolling. I failed them all. That's 15 damage. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's try 8 and see what happens. All 8 die. That's a squad.
Okay.
Okay. Now my other unit in combat is fight last, so we're going to go over to the other 2 tree lords.
Before you do, we're going to strike and fade away.
Okay, sounds
So,
good.
strike and fade away is once per turn in my combat phase, immediately after a Sylvaneth unit has fought. If they're wholly within 9 of an overgrown terrain feature, they get to move out into a different overgrown terrain feature.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll let you remove.
Yep.
Alarielle has struck and faded away. That's not a command ability. It is just a straight up battle trait ability. So she's back in her deploy, and we'll go ahead and go over to the tree lords.
I don't think he has enough damage to pump to get through these guys, but we're going to start with him anyways.
Tree Lord Ancient is going to activate into the Mortet Guard, who have Shield Wall and are reducing 1 rend.
Okay. So we have 5 sweeping blows. These are hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Okay, so 3, nice 1.
Okay, so 4-up rerolling. Save them all. Go Shield Wall.
Okay, 2 massive impaling talons. 1 hit. 1 wound. And this is Ren 2.
Okay, so 5-up rerolling. Saved it.
Okay, and now we'll go over to Durthu.
Okay, let's move the camera just a little bit. I love Mortet Guard, dude.
Tink,
I
tink,
love
tink.
Mortet Guard. They're so tanky, but also like with the Gothazar Harvester there, it's like it's fine. I mean, they can't take 6 damage attacks from Durthu and from the Beetle, but the other tree lords are like, yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay, let's do the Guardian Sword. 4 attacks with the Guardian Sword. They all hit.
Okay, that's not good for me. They wound on 3s?
They wound on 3s. They
That's
all
not
wound.
good. Okay, so
Ren
-2.
Ren 2.
And they're 6 damage apiece.
You got it.
So I've got a 5-up rerolling because
Yep.
I'm reducing 1 of your rend. Okay, let's see what we get. Darn it.
Okay.
The 4-up rerolling would have been very nice right there. 5s! Oh, buddy! I take 1.
Okay, well, take your 6 damage.
Okay, I'll take
And
my 6 damage.
Take your... Let's see if I kill 1. Go ahead. Take your 6-up wards and then your 4-up saves.
Okay, I shrug 1, so I take 5 damage.
Yep.
And then all 5 of them are going to die within 3 of the Gothazar Harvester. And 3 of them come back, so you killed 2. Cruise Missile,
Cruise Missile Durthu
Cruise Missile hurt you.
did
His name's hurt you.
2 damage.
Yeah.
Massive Impaling Talons.
Okay,
1 hit.
okay.
No wounds.
Beautiful. All right,
Wow.
we held you off.
So that's 600 or 700 points of Tree Lord, and I killed 2 guys.
Yes. Yes. Well, you killed more than 2 because Alarielle just vaporized a unit and then disappeared.
They killed 2 guys.
They did.
That unit should be gone, dude.
Yeah, yeah. So you've got 1 all-out defense. You're going to be on a 2-up against my rend, or you're going to be on a 3-up non-rendable. So it doesn't matter what I attack, but I want to get Durthu out of my face. So I'm going to pile in. I can pile in closer to this model and then still fight everything into him. 13 attacks, 3s and 4s, 5s explode, everything into Durthu. Okay. 5 explosions. And 4s. I'd like to just get 1 or 2 damage through on him. So if you could roll a couple 1s and 2s, that would be great.
I mean, that'll happen.
3, 6, 7 saves.
The last time I played Durthu, I made 1 3-up save.
Really?
In a whole game.
All right, so he takes 4 damage.
4 damage.
Mortet Guard for the win, baby.
Okay, you don't care about leadership?
I don't care about leadership, and you don't care about leadership because all of your little dryads are hiding in your deploy.
Yep. So that's it. Let's get back on the hero and score it up.
Heck yeah. Welcome back from Sylvaneth's very first turn with their shiny new battle tome and our very first General's Handbook game. Michael, how many points did you score?
Scored 4 points. Hold 1, hold 2. I don't hold more.
Yep.
And I completed my battle tactic, which was hold this point with Gallet Veterans.
Yep.
So that's 4 points. I feel like the turn could have gone a little bit better for me, but I can't be too upset. I did delete units, take very little damage for it.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed of your rolling over here on this flank with those Mortet Guard. Like,
5s and 6s were Gavin level right there. That was amazing. I was a little surprised that you didn't keep Alarielle right there because you could have gotten 1, 2 more, but I like the idea that you're not going to take any damage. So that was maybe a good play.
Yeah.
I was worried she was just going to kind of hang out there and then burn as soon as battle round 2 came around. So that bought me a little bit of time, but once again, new battle tome, new rules, different play styles. So I'm sure Michael has a great plan. I'm going to get into my hero phase. My hero phase is going to be the same battle tactic as you did. And can you tell me what that battle tactic is called? Start putting names.
Against the odds.
Against the odds. So I'm just going to hold an objective with Gallet Veterans.
Yep.
That isn't contested by any other Gallet Veterans.
Right.
Okay, cool. I'm going to pick the objective on the far side there. Remember, this objective here is the proving ground for this battle round, so it can not be a proving ground for the rest of the game.
Correct. After this battle round.
Okay, nice. Let's go ahead and do my heroic action. I am going to do Necromantic Mastery with my squishy little caster.
Okay.
And he is going to cast Reinforced Weapons on these guys here.
And Necromantic Mastery his first cast can't be denied.
Can't be denied, right. That goes off hard with an 11. So they have exploding 5s instead of exploding 6s now.
Sounds good.
For my next cast, I am going to cast Arcane Bolt with the same model.
Okay.
Goes off with a 10.
You may have it.
Okay.
And now you can cast...
Soul Guide on a 2-up.
Right.
He can cast Soul Guide D3 times for 2. So we're going to pick Soul Guide on the Blob and Soul Guide on the Gothzar Harvester. Let's start with the Blob. Blob rolls a 7. Would you like to
And
buy?
Soul Guide does what?
Reroll once.
Nope, you can have it.
Okay, so they've got exploding 5s, rerolling once. And Soul Guide on the Gothzar Harvester goes off with a 7.
Which Harvester?
This Harvester.
Okay. We will try to... Yeah, we'll try to dispel that with the Ancient.
Okay. Dispelled with an 11.
There we go.
Looks good. All right, let's get into Archon's cast phase. He is going to cast Curse of Years. It's a 5, so it fails.
Okay.
And he is going to cast Nightmare Predator. That's a 12.
I can't stop it.
Okay. Fully within 6. Right about there somewhere.
And he has one more cast?
He has one more cast. Yep. Last cast is going to be Arcane Bolt. Arcane Bolt goes off with a 6.
With Durthu, I'm going to reroll his cocked. Still a 4.
Okay. So I've got an Arcane Bolt on both my heroes. Now keep in mind that Archon the Black can cast Arcane Bolt even if any other caster has, and he can cast multiple times.
Okay.
So that's how I was able to do that. I'm just going to put all the buttons here so I know what the heck I'm doing. We're going to do some healing now from Archon the Black. He is going to bring back 3 slain Mortet Guard.
Did you do a heroic action?
I did. Necromantic Mastery.
Okay.
Did you do a heroic action?
No,
What would you like to do?
I'm just going to get a fan point with Durthu.
Okay.
Nope.
Archon the Black can pick 4 units wholly within 24 and heal them for flat 3. So we're going to heal that Necropolis Stalker that rolled 3 6s on flat 6 damage and somehow stayed alive. Pretty amazing. The Bone-Tithe Nexus is going to do its Punishment of Agony, Punishment of Death. Punishment of Death. On a 2-up, Durthu will take 1 mortal wound. He does.
Okay.
The Nightmare Predator is going to pick Durthu as his prey, and now he's going to move because it's the end of the hero phase. So he moves 2d6. Let's see where he goes. He gets an 8. Every unit within 1 inch takes d3 mortal wounds. However, my prey takes d6 mortal wounds on a 2-up. And I was playing this wrong last time, but it just keeps doing that until the prey is destroyed or it is dispelled. So it doesn't dispel itself after it hits its prey.
Okay.
Okay, so it does d6 mortals for 3.
Okay. He's taking 8. So what about yours? Do they take it?
No. No effect on Bonereaper models. Okay. And that's for all of their endless spells. It has that rule. Okay, well that was a fair hero phase. Let's go ahead and get into movement. We'll show you what I did.
All right, so we're back from David's movement. This is the top down. We can take a little look at what's going on.
Alarielle's back with her dryads in safety, and you've got your tree lord hanging out in the front as a screen. Your army plays a little backwards. The tree lords are in the front, and all the chaff is in the back. I like it.
Yeah, so let's get down, take a look at what David did. So it feels like your whole army is pushing into Durthu.
Durthu and the Ancient.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what happens. Durthu is amazing, and he's your general, so that will help me, you know, hopefully deny a battle tactic. Unfortunately, Alarielle is a war master, so you'll still keep being able to generate command points.
Alarielle is not a war master.
Oh, she's not. Okay, well, I'll take away your ability to generate command points as well, so that'll be good. I've got the 2 Gothazar Harvesters primed for a charge. I've got the Archon the Black standing right there, getting ready for a charge. My blob stayed right in the middle. They're fine right there. I need to hold fast on this side of the board because I had to skinny some stuff up on this side. So my Necropolis Stalkers have gotten far away from Alarielle because of her 16-inch move. I had to move off of this objective to get these skeletons into cover. So they'll have a +1 to their save with shield wall, that's really good. And they're reducing rend, and they're still standing on this objective. So if I lose the roll off, I can make this a proving ground and hope that they survive. That's my plan. Yeah, my general's standing back here, and we're getting ready to do some shooting. First thing I'm going to do in the shooting phase is just let loose a arcane bolt with the general, and Durthu will take 1 mortal wound. Okay, both Gothazar Harvesters are going to shoot into Durthu, but we're going to do them one at a time. So Gothazar Harvester number 1, the one that's super close to him, is going to be hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Okay, make 3 saves.
Yep. Failed 1.
Single damage.
Next.
Okay, the next Gothazar Harvester, same thing. It's going to be 3s and 3s. Everything hits. 2 wounds.
Same to both.
Beautiful. That is all my shooting because I'm a death army.
Yep.
So let's get into charge phase. I am going to elect to charge the Gothazar Harvester first. This one.
Okay.
Now let's get a look at his cute little bird face. All right. I do have a triumph to reroll 1 charge because I was 5 points less than you.
Okay.
So if I roll Snake Eyes, the game isn't over. Gothazar Harvester, he rolls a 7, or a 6, that's just fine. Archon the Black looking for a 4. He rolls a 6, so he's going in. Mortek Guard want to get some. They're going to try to charge through the trees. They're +1 to their charge. Roll a 7. Good times, 3-minute pile in there. Oh, I'm not done piling in. Bonereapers have finished their charge phase. Now we're going to do some monstrous actions. I will roar into Durthu. Okay, he's roared. And I can't really stomp anything because you're a monster. So the Gothazar Harvester is going to Titanic Duel you.
Durthu.
Titanic Duel Durthu, yes.
Okay. Durthu is going to Ground Shaker
Okay.
on Archon the Black.
Okay, sounds good.
On 3 up. Okay, so Archons fight last.
Okay.
And then the Ancient is going to Titanic Duel the Harvester.
Okay, sounds good. I am going to start combat phase by unleashing my Arcane Bolt into Durthu. D3 for 2. And then I will start by activating the Gothazar Harvester. All of the attacks are going to go into Durthu. We just know each other so well and how each other play.
The anxiety is so high.
I know it's so funny because like when the game is over, we don't care, but when we're playing, we both like really get into it, dude. It's so like I feel for you right now because if I roll 1-6, he's dead, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, Soul Crusher Bludgeons. This is 6 attacks, 2s and 3s because of Titanic Duel into Durthu. All right, Durthu takes 4 mortal wounds and dies.
Okay.
All right, I'm done fighting.
Oh man, that's a bummer.
Cruise Missile Durthu was a dud.
Was a dud.
You guys will probably have a couple of duds later this weekend when you're lighting off fireworks. All right, where are you going to activate, buddy?
Well, the Ancient, of course.
Okay, Tree Lord Ancient is going to activate. Where's he going to activate at?
The Harvester, of course.
Fun little fact. I killed a model with 10 or more wounds. So on a 4-up, I can heal D6. Now there's only one thing that I can heal, and it's that unit that's only suffered 1. So it would be cool if I had a Mortek Guard unit that was down to like 2 models, but I will get that 1 Mortek Guard back. So we're down 1 Mortek Guard unit, but we're still hanging strong.
So 5 sweeping blows.
Okay, everything into the Gothazar Harvester?
Everything in the Harvester. 4 hits. 2 wounds. Rend 1.
Okay, I've got a 4-up. I failed them both.
2 damage piece.
Okay, and then I've got a 6-up. And I failed them all, so he's got 6 wounds left.
And then the Massive Impaling Talons. Hits on 2s. 2 hits. Wounds on 2s. 2 wounds. Rend 2.
Save 1, fail 1.
3 damage.
Okay, 6s. Shrug 1, so he takes 2 more, he's down to 4 wounds.
And now, we're gonna strike and fade away,
Okay,
and we're gonna just get out of dodge.
see ya.
And Ancient is now way over on this side. That's it. You can have a couple more cheeky pile-in moves, because you did have some charges over there, but you don't get to fight anything else.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to, we'll take a little break, we'll score it up, and we'll show you what we did. All right, so we have completed Bonereapers. David, what did you score?
I scored 4 points,
Okay.
barely, because I called a battle tactic over here to hold a point with Galatian veterans and no other Galatian veterans
Right.
are contesting it.
Right.
Now, that could have been missed if I, because the way that I moved initially, and then Michael potentially could have poured it onto it, but we're just learning, so we just decided take the battle tactic, we've already moved everything, just call it good, and we're going to move on from there. So that's part of learning, and that's part of talking it through with your opponent. No big deal, right?
Yeah, and one thing we didn't do on camera, but we did roll for it, was the Wildwood did explode into mortals, and it did nothing.
Yep, it did nothing, and that was into the Mortek Guard because they finished a charge move within an inch of the feature.
Yep.
All right, excellent. So the score currently is 4-4. We got Durthu off the board. Alarielle is, I still have no idea how to kill her because of the strike and fade away ability.
Yep.
So I moved most of my army over here. He moved most of his army over here, and we're gonna get into the roll off. You ready?
I break tie, so you roll first.
Why don't we roll at the same time?
I don't know, I'm the drama, man.
Okay.
See, now we have drama.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay, you got a 6, so you're gonna take the turn?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna pick a proving ground. When we get back on the hero phase, we'll let you know which one it is. Well, Michael won the roll-off, so we're here for battle round 2 with the brand new shiny Sylvaneth. He's down a general, so he's gonna get 1 command point for going first. And we're gonna get into your battle tactics, buddy. What are you gonna do?
I'm looking for the name. Desecrate their lands. Pick 1 terrain feature or faction terrain feature that's partially or wholly within your opponent's territory. So we're gonna pick that far one.
Beautiful, desecrate the lands. The objective that is next to these Mortet Guard and my Bone Tithe Nexus is going to be the proving ground for this turn. So it can only be held by Gallet Veterans.
Okay.
And heroic actions?
Heroic actions, we're gonna try and get a command point with the Ancient.
Okay.
Yep.
Beautiful, Tree Lord Ancient gets a command point. I'll give him a button. I am going to, my heroes are already wizards. I wonder if I'm even within 30. I am going to check and see if I'm within 30 real quick. Sorry. Yes, and yes. Okay. But I'm not within 30 of Alarielle again, because I don't want to be within 30 of her. I need you to double measure this. It's hard to tell with all the trees. I feel like he's in.
No.
No? Okay. I'll take your word for it. All right. For my heroic action, I am going to do Relentless Leadership so I can get extra Relentless Discipline points. Speaking of, I need to generate those. Let's do that real quick.
Sure.
So I'm going second. My general's on the battlefield, and I have 2 heroes, so that's 5. And then I'm gonna roll 9 dice. 5 plus 3 more. So I've got 8 Relentless Ds for the turn, and every time Archon uses one in each phase, it's free. Cast a clock.
Let's cast a clock. Okay.
Michael has thought about spells. Go ahead.
We're gonna Mystic Shield with the Tree Lord.
Okay.
Tree Lord Ancient. Yep.
How am I supposed to unbind that?
Wait, Archon has a +2.
You rolled a 12?
I rolled a 12.
Yeah, he's in range. Okay, I need an 11 on dice. Ah.
Okay.
Okay, Mystic Shield. I just spent all this time pulling that button off of the model, putting it back in this little box over here. Now I gotta go over here and put it back on him again.
So he has another spell that's really good that I can explode mortals out of trees.
Right.
But you're just going to res those. So
Right.
unless I can kill whole units, it's just not worth it for me.
Yeah.
So
Now Alarielle
Alarielle?
can cast. She's still outside of 30.
she's gonna do Throne of Vines on 3d6.
Okay.
Okay, so it goes off.
Okay.
So that's the one where she heals once per phase.
And you make a overgrown feature Rendy.
That's the next one I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And it's probably gonna be that same one because that's the only one
Okay.
she's in range of. Okay, Tree Song. That goes off on a 7.
Okay, I pulled that button off and I'll put it back on. I should stop pulling the buttons off first.
And then that is
Arcane Bolt?
Yep, I guess Arcane Bolt.
It doesn't go off.
There we go. Oh, she has a reroll.
It goes off!
All right.
Yeah, she gets an Arcane Bolt. Okay, so she can loose an Arcane Bolt on me, and I know she's gonna be all up in my business again, so. Cool, done with your hero phase?
Yeah.
All right, let's move our endless spells. Oh, I get to try to dispel an endless spell in the hero phase.
Yeah, you specifically
I'm going
want-
to dispel my own.
Right.
I'm going to dispel my own with Archon so I can cast it and get it somewhere else where I want it.
Sounds good.
So that is going to be 5.
Okay.
No, it needs to be a 6 on dice because he's +2 and I need to beat the cast value. So yeah.
Crushed it.
And then you get to move the Soul Seeker, or you can attempt to dispel it.
I cannot attempt to dispel it because I've already done all my casting.
Okay, cool. Does that still cost a cast if you're the controlling player? Okay, I didn't know
Fairly
that.
certain.
Okay,
I mean, I could look it up, but I don't want to anyway, so.
okay, cool. All right, so we'll move the Soul Seeker and then fire up the movement phase, and we'll be back to show you what we did. All right, so here's a look at the board state. Michael has decided to take the left flank. Soul Seeker moved after the hero phase in the center of the battlefield there, and then most of my army is on the left flank on my side of the battlefield. So we'll go ahead and walk through Michael's movement phase. Michael, tell me what you did starting with these dryads back here, buddy.
The dryads in the back stayed where they were. I'm happy with their position, a lot of bodies on the point, and they're wholly within 9 of those trees. The unit that used to be over there, at the end of movement, Spirit Walked and is now here.
Wholly within 9 of overgrown terrain,
And
more
outside.
than 9 from them.
So
And then your big 3?
moved up 5 and moved up 16. So we have a couple of shooting attacks to do, and then we have some 9-inch charges to make.
All right, excellent. Sounds good. We'll get set up for shooting. All right, Alarielle is going to yeet her Spear of Kurnoth through the terrain and into some Necropolis stalkers on the edge of the battlefield. Let's see what happens.
Fails to hit.
Okay, and where are we going next?
The Ancient is going to shoot his Doom Staff Tendrils at the Necropolis stalkers. Both hit. 1 wound. Rend 1.
Okay, I ignore your Rend because I'm Petrifex, so 4 up. Saved it.
Good talk. The other Tree Lord is not going to shoot because I don't want to make my charges longer.
All right, sounds good. Let's get into charge phase. Are we going to start with Alarielle?
Let's go the long way around, and we'll start with the Lord on the outside.
Okay, Tree Lord needs a 9-inch charge. Let's see what he gets.
Yep. 7. Let's go with the Ancient.
Okay, Ancient goes, needs a 7.
7.
Okay, he gets the 7, so he's going in. You just want him to go straight in?
Straight in.
Yeah, blah. Okay.
Alarielle. 7.
7, okay, she gets in. I'm gonna rotate her base just a little bit so we don't have to mess with those giant tendrils. And you are wholly within 9 of the terrain, so you're +1 to your Rend. Pretty good.
Is Alarielle within 1 inch of the objective, so she can burn it at the end of this?
No.
Did she have enough room to be there?
Yes. Like that?
Thank you. All right, let's do monstrous actions.
Okay, sounds good.
The Ancient's gonna ground shaker stomp.
Okay.
3 up, make him fight last.
Okay,
They
I'm
fight
fighting last.
And then Alarielle is going to stomp on 2 up. Nope.
Okay.
Did you see it bounce? Roll.
I did. All right, I'm going to shield wall. I'm +1 because I am in cover. So I've got a 3 up rerolling before Rend, and I'm reducing Rend by 1. Is your Ancient wholly within 9 for the +1 Rend? I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
So you've got +1 Rend to both of those units. Correct? That's how it works?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
I think we go with Alarielle first so that the Ancient doesn't accidentally kill her out.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. All right, Alarielle fighting into some Mortek Guard. Let's see what happens. Obviously, I'm going to shield wall, so I'm down to 7.
And then he's going to tell her to all-out attack.
Okay. So that was his command point?
Yep, that's his command point, not,
Okay.
not the main one. And then, so this is 2s and 2s. With the Great Antlers, 2 misses, 2 wounds, Rend 3.
Rend 3. I am a 3 up rerolling, and I ignore one of those Rends, so this is a 5 up rerolling. How many? 2?
2.
Okay, 5 up rerolling. Save 1, rerolling, save the other one.
Okay. 4 attacks with the Talon.
Talon of
hits.
Dwindling used to do stuff on a 6.
Still does, but it will be worthless now. It's after.
Oh.
So 2 wounds, Rend 1, which you ignore, so you take your 3 up.
3 up rerolling, failed them both. Oh, failed 1, and damage?
Wait, why is it a 3 up? Isn't it? It should be a 4 up rerolling, isn't it?
No, because I'm +1 to save because I'm in cover, and I reduce your Rend by 1.
It was the cover that screws me.
Yeah.
Got
yeah.
it.
So I failed 1 damage.
It's 1 damage.
1 damage. 6. I failed it. Okay. Tree Lord Ancient is next because I'm fight lasted now. Are you going to pile him in at all, or is he just going to stand there?
He's going to stand there because if he moves out, I'm not going to get my Rend.
Your
Additional Rend.
oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And as you saw, you just 5-upped rerolling against a Rend 3
Oh
weapon.
yeah, it was pretty.
And
it was
just
pretty good.
you lost 1 guy.
Yeah. Alarielle, a god, swings at these ridiculous little boys here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 attacks with the sweeping blows. Hits on 3s. Yep.
Okay.
And then wounds on 3s.
Okay.
So Rend 2.
Did you add the Rend to that?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm a 3 up. I ignore the first Rend. So this is 4 up, rerolling. Okay. Save 1, rerolling. Save the other one.
The Talons, massive impaling Talons. 1 wound. Rend 3.
Rend 3?
Yep.
Jeez.
I'm having fun. This is fun.
Rend 3. Goes to Ren 2, and I'm a 3 up, so it's 5 up re-rolling, and I saved it.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Good talk.
Good talk. I guess Mortet Guard are going to fight into your 2+ save.
He's gonna dip out.
He's going to dip out? Okay.
Yeah, he has no reason to stay there.
So he's wholly within 9. So he is going to strike and fade.
Right.
And for some reason, GW thought that that could just be an ability and not a command ability. So yeah.
Yep, you're just gonna keep.
Oh no, the Tree Lord's gone. I am going to fight into Alarielle. 10 attacks going into Alarielle. This is 3s and 4s. 6s explode. 2 explosions, baby. And 4s. Alarielle needs to make 3 saves.
-1.
-1.
4 ups.
Okay.
Heal 2. Takes 2 damage.
Okay. End of the combat phase, she heals 1.
Yep.
End of the battle shock phase, she heals 1.
Yep.
Okay. That's a pretty good spell, folks. So I did nothing. I just piled into her to keep them, you know. I mean, you can strike and fade. So I don't know why I piled in. I just felt like it.
Well, I already strike and fade.
Yeah.
So
you have this objective just barely.
So I'm going to burn it.
So at the end of the turn, Michael is going to burn the objective that he was within an inch of and was in control of. Now, when he burns the objective, there's an ability called Scuttling Horrors that happens. Every unit within 9 inches of the objectives, when it is burned, has to roll 2d6.
Yeah.
If the roll is greater than the bravery, then that unit suffers d3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So the Dryad's bravery is 6, so we're going to see if we beat that.
Yep.
We do. So they'll take d3. I'll let you roll your own damage. Okay, for 1. So,
yep.
Right. Okay. And then
Alarielle?
Alarielle is brave 10.
Yep.
Okay,
Nope.
She's fine. And then I'm brave 10.
Yeah, on the Mortek Guard?
Yep. Go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
Nope.
Okay, cool. And then you'll get 1 extra VP.
Yep.
Cool. So we're going to snap onto the hero cam. We'll score it up and let you know how many points Michael scored. Welcome back, everybody. Michael, you just got done with your turn. Tell me how many points you scored, buddy.
Hold 1, hold 2. I held more.
Yep, you held more.
And then
because
I
I
burnt,
have
so
3 and you have 4. Yep.
Yeah. So that's 3. Completed my battle tactic, which was desecrate their lands.
Yep.
So that's
5.
And then I burned that objective for an additional, so that's 6. So it's currently 10 to 4. We're getting into Bonereapers. Before we do, David, what's your battle tactic?
I'm going to do desecrate their lands, and I'm going to pick this Wildwood feature right here. And that's super doable because now Archon's out of combat, so he can just move over. I already generated Relentless Discipline points. I only used 1 last turn, but I only got 1 this turn, so I'm up to 8. For my heroic action, I am going to do Relentless Leadership with Archon. And what are you going to do for your heroic action, buddy?
We're going to try and get a command point with the Ancient on 2. Does not.
Okay.
I want to remind you of something with the Awakened Wildwoods.
Yeah.
It's on a. They don't have to complete a charge move.
Yeah, it's just any
It's
move.
just at the end of the charge, if they're within an inch. So
Okay.
at the end of the charge phase, if they're within an inch,
Sure.
then it can explode mortals.
Okay. Well, they were there at the
Yeah.
end of last charge phase, so let's see what happens.
Nothing.
Nothing happened.
I just wanted.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know.
So every charge phase, everything that's within an inch of a wildwood, not overgrown terrain,
Correct.
takes D3 mortal wounds.
Right.
All right, that's a good clarification. A lot of people are still shuffling through all the new rules for this battle tome. Let's go ahead and get into my hero phase. I am going to attempt to make Alarielle -1 to cast on a 2-up. Okay, so Alarielle is -1 to cast. That is the punishment of ignorance from the thing.
She's so ignorant.
What's that?
She's so ignorant.
I know, she's so ignorant, she doesn't even know how to heal herself. But she will. All right, let's get into casting. It's the beginning of the phase, so Archon is going to use a Relentless Discipline point for free with Relentless Leadership. He's going to add 6 to all of his casting.
Okay.
So he now has a 24-inch range on Curse of Years.
Okay.
And he is going to cast Curse of Years on the Ancient, I think, unless the Vanilla Tree Lord is in range. Vanilla Tree Lord, is he in range?
Looks like it. Yep, you're sitting on top of Archon.
Okay. Okay, Vanilla Tree Lord. We're gonna cast Curse of Years, +2. Goes off with a 6.
We'll try to dispel with the Ancient.
Okay. With a 7.
With a 7.
Nice job.
None for you.
I am going to attempt to dispel the Soul Seeker with my General, the other caster.
Okay.
It's dispelled with a 7. He is going to cast Soul Guide on the Gothazar Harvester that's standing in front of him. That goes off with a 7.
Alarielle will attempt to dispel. Or, ooh, nope, you got it.
Okay. And Archon's got 2 more spells. He's going to cast Mystic Shield on the Gothazar Harvester that just got Soul Guide. Goes off with a 7.
That was from Archon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of range now.
Okay. One more spell from Archon. He is going to attempt to bring out a Nightmare Predator. Okay. So his last spell is just going to be an Arcane Bolt for him to hold on to, because I just can't think of anything else. Yep. Okay, it goes off with an 11.
You're good.
It's going to be a while before he's in combat, but you never know. And then the Soul Mason on a 2-up can attempt to cast Soul Guide again. He rolled a 6 again, so D3 times. For 2, he's going to cast Soul Guide on Archon first with a 5, that fails. And then he's going to cast Soul Guide on the Blob. And that succeeds with a 7.
And I'll try with Alarielle.
Okay.
She has a reroll to dispel.
Okay.
Or
Nice. No. All right, that's it for my hero phase. Let's move, and we'll be back.
All right, Bonereapers have completed their movement phase. This is what. All right, David, walk us through what you got going on over here.
My Mortek Guard are locked in combat with Alarielle. Both units of Necropolis Stalkers use Relentless Discipline points to add 3 to their movement. They move forward. Michael redeployed his Tree Lord 1 inch.
Boom.
So they have an 8-inch charge.
Mighty inch.
Yeah. All of the Mortek Guard are just hanging out. The Gothazar Harvester is now close to both units to help res, and they're just holding firm on these 2 objectives. This objective I could easily lose because of Alarielle, but these 2 I think I can hold for a couple more turns.
Yeah, that's an unkillable block.
Yeah, and then I put my General within 3 so I can benefit from Lookout Sir. And then over here, Gothazar Harvester added 3 to his movement and he ran. Unfortunately, I was about a millimeter away from taking that objective, so I had to bring Archon over there. And I am holding that terrain feature, so that will be my battle tactic. And we just have a couple charges to do, and that's gonna come out of the Necropolis Stalkers over here.
Charge clock.
Necropolis Stalkers. Let's start with the unit on the right. Your left, our right. The one's standing next to the train. 8, they fail. I'm gonna use my once per battle reroll.
Oh, okay.
They fail.
Okay.
And then we're gonna try the other ones. 8, they fail.
Okay.
So that's the end of the turn. We're gonna go ahead and get on the hero cam, let you know how many points I scored. JK, LOL, you're still playing Warhammer. We forgot that we're in combat over here with the Mortek Guard and with Alarielle. Alarielle is still -3 rend. I moved out of the terrain, so we've got monstrous actions.
Stomp.
Okay?
D6. There's 6.
For 6. That's twice that you've done that. You've missed once, but the other 2 stomps were big. All right. Okay, 5 guys go down. Okay, we got 4 Mortek Guard, 2, 4, 6, 8. You're gonna shield wall, by the way. Down to 3 Relentless Discipline points. 9 attacks, this is 3s. With exploding 6s. So 2 of the misses go back in, and then 4s. Make 2 saves. Actually, you don't need to make the saves because you're gonna heal both of those at the end of the combat phase.
Failed them both.
Okay, so she takes 2 damage.
She takes 2 damage.
She's gonna fight me back.
Yep.
Okay.
Great Antlers, 3s and 2s.
Okay. Okay, -3.
Yep.
I have a 4-up re-rolling. Now
Yep.
ignore your first rend. So this is a 6-up re-rolling.
Yep.
Okay, save 1, re-roll it. I failed it.
5 damage.
5 damage, okay. I'm alive. 3 guys die. Okay, can you kill my hero with your dwindling talons?
Let's see. Okay, 2 hits. 2 wounds, we're into 1.
Okay, 4 up rerolling.
Okay,
He's
you
good.
got it.
That's good, because I was going to retreat them and I forgot. Okay, now I swear we're done with combat, but we'll be back on the hero cam in just a moment.
Bonereapers have completed their turn. David, what'd you score?
I scored 5 points.
Yep.
Archon is standing on an objective and he could burn it right now, but I think I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Because I like to get an extra point later, because you just have so much movement that I want to hold on to as many objectives as I can.
Sure.
Because you can turn 5, get onto an objective. I can't necessarily do that.
Right.
So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm wearing my Nagash pin today. All hail Nagash. Okay, so yeah, so I scored 5 points, so the score is going to be 9-10. Sylvaneth are winning right now, and we're going to get into a roll-off.
All right.
All right.
Turn.
I need to think if I want the turn or not. We'll be back in a second to let you know who's taking the turn, top of battle round 3.
All right, Wargamers, we're getting into the top of battle round 3. Bonereapers have the turn. David, what's your battle tactic?
My battle tactic is going to be barge through enemy lines, because I've already done that. I need to be safe here. It's hard because I don't have the new battle tactics memorized, so we had to take a little bit and look, but that's really the only one that makes sense right now. The proving ground is now going to be over here in the far corner. Yep, so that's 3 of the objectives that have been the proving ground thus far till the end of this turn, or till the end of this battle round. And then we are going to get into a heroic action. My heroic action is going to be the same as before, relentless leadership with Archon.
Okay, on a 2-up, get a command point with the Ancient.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. I am going to use, yes.
Alarielle has an Arcane Bolt, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So at the top of hero, I'd like to zap that guy.
Okay. And he takes D3 mortals?
Yes. For 1.
Okay. He fails it. Okay, so you got a unit.
Ha!
Bloop. All right. Take that.
Yeah, you can take that Arcane Bolt off her now.
Okay.
I looked over, saw the button, and was like, oh yeah!
Good times, good times. All right, I am going to do a punishment, and I need to think for a second. I am going to do the punishment of agony, and I'm going to pick this Tree Lord. If I roll a 4-up, that Tree Lord is -1 to hit until my next hero phase. 4-up.
Got it.
It fails.
Okay.
Okay, good talk. That would have failed no matter what I did because it was a 1.
Sure.
So I don't feel so bad. I'm going to do some healing. The only healing that I can do is heal the Gothazar Harvester to full. Everything else is full health. And now we're going to get into casting. Archon is going to use Relentless Discipline Point for free at the top of the turn, and he's going to add 6 to the range of all of his spells. So the first one I'm going to do is Curse of Years on the Dryads. That goes off with a 7.
We'll try with the Tree Lord.
Okay.
Tree Lord Ancient. 6, he's going to reroll.
Okay.
Hup. You got it, go for it.
Okay, 10 dice, 6 are mortal wounds. 1.
Okay.
Now 5s are
5.
mortal wounds. Nope, 1 mortal wound. Bloop. Okay, he is going to cast Nightmare Predator. That goes off on a 7.
Okay.
Any unbinds?
Nope, too far away now.
Okay. Now 6 inches to the cast value, adds to the range of endless spells as well. Okay, he's going to cast Arcane Bolt. Is he still hanging on to an Arcane Bolt?
Yeah, he still is. Well, it's gone now, right?
Yeah, it's gone. All right, let's try to do it again. All right, goes off with a 9. 11 actually, so he'll keep that. Mr. Chair guy over there, my general, is going to cast, let's cast Mystic Shield on the blob. He miscasts.
Oh no.
D3 for 1.
Okay.
And then doesn't do anything.
But he
Now-
still has 7 wounds?
He still has 7 wounds,
But he-
and he shrugs the first damage he takes in every phase. So he's still full health.
But no more casting for him.
No more casting, which is fine. I mean, it would have been nice to juice those guys up, but they're not really in any, they're not really getting threatened.
They are in no danger.
Yeah, I was just gonna buff everything just in case, but. All right, end of the hero phase. Let's go ahead and move the Nightmare Predator. He's going to pick the
ancient?
The ancient as his prey. Yeah,
Okay.
so he may not get into the prey this time. He's gonna move 2d6. 5.
5.
Only one unit. On a 2-up, you'll take D3. Okay, you take D3 for 3.
Okay.
Well, that's the end of the hero phase, so we're gonna get into movement. We'll be back in a sec.
All right, David has completed his movement phase. This is the top down. You can see he's pushing in hard on that proving ground objective in the back. He's moved up across here. We're gonna drop down, have David walk us through what we got going on. All right, so with this Nightmare Predator and Archon, what's going on back here?
So Archon moved 19 inches. He's 3 inches away from the dryads. I am going to try to muscle my way onto that objective and we'll see how it goes. Those are expert conquerors, so I have to kill the whole unit. I've got a stomp, an arcane bolt, and some attacks. So we'll see how that goes. And then I've got a Gothzar Harvester sitting on that objective. Now's the time to burn, I would say. There's nothing holy within 9 of him. So he's just doing that, doing his thing. And then this blob here just moved up. So I reinforced my center objective. Since that unit doesn't count as 3, that's actually a bounty hunter unit. And then the expert conquerors are also all within 3 of the Gothzar Harvester. Just making this a really hard thing to push into, even with Alarielle, so I can hopefully hold on to my own objectives until late game. The 2 units of Necropolis Stalkers moved within 3 of the Tree Lord. The Tree Lord redeployed 3 inches, so now they have a 6-inch charge, both of those units. So I'm gonna have to think really hard about what I'm gonna do. Real quickly, we're gonna shoot the Gothzar Harvester into the Tree Lord Ancient. Okay, into the Tree Lord Ancient, we've got 4 attacks. This is 3s and 3s. Everything hits. And 1 wound, -1, sir.
4 up, build it.
Okay, he takes a damage.
1 mighty damage.
That's fine, he'll heal it.
He had a 3 up. It's okay, I still held it.
Okay, because he still has that Mystic Shield? Okay.
Yeah, because you double turned me.
That's right. Okay. Let's get in charge phase. Let's start with Archon.
Archon going in.
Hungry, hungry hippo style. He rolls a 2, and I cannot re-roll it.
Oh no!
Because I already used my re-roll.
Yeah.
So he's done. Now let's go ahead and charge the 2 units of Necropolis Stalkers.
Go for it, David.
All right.
Charge the clock.
Let's start with the ones that are closest to the terrain feature.
Okay.
They roll an 11.
You love it.
Okay. Now I'm going to charge the other unit.
Okay.
Okay, the other unit gets an 8.
All right.
And I don't even need to pile, and I can fight with all the Necropolis Stalkers. Well, until you do other things that we won't speak of.
Sure.
Okay, so monstrous actions are a thing.
So let's fight last the far squad then. That way you
That's
have
the play.
That way you have to try and
Right,
activate it.
exactly.
So on a 3 up, okay, fight last.
So so the squad is fight lasted. Good stuff. So that squad is going to, all right, yeah, so this unit is going to reroll their saves. This unit is going to add 1 to the rend and the damage of their weapons. And then they're also going to do bludgeon with a relentless discipline point.
Okay, so they're rend what right now? What's their rend?
Rend 3. Rend 3, 2 damage, 15 attacks.
Okay.
Okay, and unfortunately Archon couldn't charge 3 inches, so we're just going to get right into the Necropolis Stalkers closest to. I'm not going to pile in because I don't want to drag the Ancient in. I thought about it, I don't like it. Are you going to hold on to
I'm going to hold on to it.
Okay, so this is going to be 3s and 3s.
Yep.
Threes, baby! Oh no. Okay, so you've got 7 at -3.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6s. Saved 1.
12 damage.
12 damage.
Yep, so you're alive with a wound. No, you're alive with 2 wounds.
Yeah. Pretty sure
that 6 saved your bacon.
Yeah, he has 14 wounds, so he has 2 wounds left. He's going to swing at the unit that has already activated.
Okay.
He has 3 attacks with the sweeping blows.
Okay.
Yep. And they hit on 3s, wound on 3s. 2 hits. No wounds.
Okay.
He has 2 attacks with the impaling talons. 1 hit, fails to wound.
Okay.
And now he's going to strike and fade and get out of dodge.
All right.
And then you can see the ancient has fallen back, strike and fade out of that terrain feature. So there he is.
Okay, and then this unit is going to consolidate because they had completed a charge. Okay, and they're done. Well, that was one heck of a turn. Let's go ahead and get on the hero cam and we'll let you know how many points I scored.
All right, Wargamers. David has completed his turn. It didn't go as good as I thought it was going to. We had a couple of bad charges. So let's score it up. What'd you do?
Hold 1, hold 2.
Yep.
I did not hold more. I completed my battle tactic of Savage Spearhead and I burned that objective. So now we're going to see if I roll higher than a 10 to take mortals. I do not, I'm fine. So I get 5 points. So the score is currently 14 to 10, Bonereapers, and we're going to get into Michael's turn.
Whew. So for my turn, I'm going to do Barge Through, just like you did. You have 2
already
wholly within yours.
Yep.
In the top of the hero phase, my tree lords who are wholly within 9 heal. So he heals 1. So he's back to health, and that guy heals 1.
Okay, so he's suffered 11 now. He's got 3 wounds left currently. Okay.
And then we're going to do a little bit of casting.
Okay.
So
heroic actions.
Sure, we should probably do heroic actions. Let's do get a command point with the Ancient on a 2-up. Hey, he finally gets a command point.
Okay, beautiful. Ancient gets a command point. I'm going to do a quick measure to see if Archon the Black is within range of Alarielle before she casts. It's really, really hard to tell. It's like within a millimeter. Let's just say no.
Okay.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Right. Casting?
Casting. So Alarielle is going to do Metamorphosis. She's going to pick Metamorphosis on this unit right here.
Okay, sounds good.
This is the one she's going to 3d6.
Okay.
And Metamorphosis does mortals on 3-up for the casting value.
Okay,
so there's 10.
Goes off with a 10. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3s.
8 mortals?
8 mortals.
8. 6s, shrug 1, so 1 dies and 1 takes 3 wounds.
Okay.
This one?
Yes, that unit.
Okay. That's a good spell.
That was nice.
Okay.
She's going to do Tree Song. And she's going to keep picking the same terrain feature.
Okay.
Okay. Goes off on a 7.
Okay.
Did not go off. I'm not going to re-roll it. She's going to do Regrowth on the Tree Lord. This goes off on a 5.
Okay.
Going off on a 5.
Goes off, he heals D6.
D6 for 3.
Okay. He has now suffered 9 wounds. Okay.
The Ancient's going to Mystic Shield himself.
Okay.
6.
Unbound with a 9 from Archon.
Okay.
Okay, all done with hero phase.
Yes.
Okay, Necropolis, or I'm sorry, Nightmare Predator shall move. It's gonna move 3. Still not close enough to this one to get his prey, so he's just gonna 2-up onto the Dryads. 1 mortal wound in the Dryads.
Very good.
Beauty. All right, let's hop into movement phase. We'll be back in a sec. All right, Down table level here. Michael, why don't you tell me what you did with your movement phase, buddy?
So the Lord moved onto the point so that he can burn it. If I don't burn it this turn, David's just going to walk onto it and steal it next turn.
Right, because I've got this big pile of death over here.
But by killing it, it means he's just going to stay over there.
Sure, yeah. So it basically means that I just have to leave it alive, which it's a pretty good play. And then Alarielle?
Alarielle moved just right outside 3 so that she can have an easy charge.
Yep, I redeployed and I moved 0 inches because I'm not allowed to.
The Ancient moved over outside of 3. We're gonna shoot here and then try and charge there.
That's a really good play. Maybe lift both units. I'm not sure that I gained anything from charging that Tree Lord, but I'm definitely learning about how to play against these guys.
And then we Spirit walks through this terrain feature out of this, so we reinforced this point, moved over here, and this has to sit here and just keep getting beat up by that Nightmare Predator because of Archon standing on that point.
Sure.
I still outnumber him, and I can't really deal with Archon yet, so...
Yeah. So stand firm, do a little bit of damage, and bide your time. I like it. All right, let's get set up for shooting. All right, this Tree Lord at the bottom right of your screen is going to shoot into the already wounded Necropolis Stalkers.
Okay, he's pretty well banged up, so these are gonna hit on 4s.
Okay,
I'll hit.
Nice job.
They're gonna wound on 3s. 2 wounds, rend 1, sir.
Okay, this is going to be 5s. Save 1, fail 1.
2 damage.
Okay, and this is going to be 6s. Fail 1. So 1 goes down, the other one's still full health.
The Ancient is going to shoot his Doom Tendril Staff.
Same target.
Same target. Hits on 2s. They both hit. Wound on 3s. They both fail to wound. Double 1s.
Okay.
Okay.
Alarielle next.
Alarielle will throw her big javelin.
Okay, Alarielle is shooting at that lone Necropolis Stalker to see if she can murk him.
Hits on 2.
Hits.
Hit. Wounds. Failed to wound.
Okay.
Second time that's happened.
Yeah. But her stomps have done 12 mortal wounds, so
yeah, you can't get too mad.
It evens out. Okay, let's get to charges. Where do you want to start?
Oh, yeah. Where do we want to start? Alarielle really only has 1 target, so let's go there.
Okay, she's got a 3-inch charge. She's in.
Yep.
Just push her straight.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the Ancient.
Okay, Ancient gets 10. All right, we're gonna do monstrous actions, starting with Alarielle.
She's gonna stomp.
Okay.
Fails to stomp.
Okay, let's move over to your Tree Lord Ancient.
Yep. He's gonna 3-up, fight last, so that dude's fight last.
Okay, I'm fight last with my 1 Necropolis Stalker, and then I'm gonna do something cheeky that I could have done last turn, but I wasn't thinking about it. This Gothazar Harvester is going to destroy that terrain feature, that tree. So on a 3-up, that tree is no longer available for use. It goes off.
Okay. We're going to pull it. Otherwise, we're going to forget.
It's destroyed. All right, do we have any other monstrous actions?
Nope.
Okay, let's get into combat. Where do you want to start?
We'll start with Alarielle because the other dude's fight lasted.
Okay, sounds good. I am going to re-roll my saves for both of these units.
Okay.
Because I can't kill Alarielle anyway, so I'd like to keep them alive.
Alarielle's going to all-out attack.
Okay, sounds good.
So hit on 2s, wound on 2s.
Beautiful.
Hit on 2s, they all hit.
Okay.
Wound on 2s, they all wound.
Okay, -2?
Yep.
So it's -1 and I'm re-rolling, so it's 5-up re-rolling. Fail 2, so that's 10 damage.
Yep.
6s. Shrug 3, so I take 7 damage.
Woof, only got 1 guy.
Only got 1 guy, but you still got more attacks.
Oh, these are just the little ones, though. These are just the...
The little ones are the ones that I'll miss.
They're just going to tickle you. Okay. Okay, 1 wound.
1 wound.
No rend, because Tree Song didn't go off.
Okay, 4-up re-rolling. I failed it.
It's 1 damage.
6. I failed it. Okay, so you got another one.
Okay.
Tree Lord Ancient has fight lasted this Necropolis Stalker who's re-rolling his save, so he gets to fight first. Go on ahead.
5 attacks with sweeping blows. They all hit. Okay. 4 wounds, -1.
Okay, 5 up rerolling. 4 up rerolling, because -1 and I ignore your rend. Okay, fails 2.
2 damage each.
Okay, 6s. He's got 1 wound left.
All right, massive impaling talons, 2s and 2s. Double 1s again.
Okay.
Is that the 4th double 1s of the game? Because you've rolled a few of them.
I miscasted with my general.
I've rolled a few of them. Okay, so you get to fight with 1 of each.
I am going to fight into the Ancient first.
Okay.
The Ancient, 5 attacks, 3s.
He'll all out defense.
Okay, so he's +2 to his save.
Yes.
Okay, I'm -1 rend, so he's got a 2 up. Make 4 saves. He takes 2 damage.
Of course he does.
Okay.
Okay.
And now I'm going to fight into Alarielle for some reason. 3s again. 1 hit.
Yep.
1 wound.
Okay.
Even if you fail it, she heals. Oh wait, did you get that spell off?
I don't remember. 2, failed it.
Okay.
1 damage.
1 damage. Boop.
Let's think about what I did. I did Metamorphosis, Tree Song, and
Regrowth.
Regrowth. So I didn't get that off.
Okay, so you take a wound.
I take a 1 mighty wound.
Good. I stabbed the beetle with my sword because I'm somehow still alive.
Now he's just angry.
Yeah. Good stuff. This guy has 1 wound left.
Yeah. Didn't quite get him.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Let's get on to the hero cam and figure out how many points you scored, bro.
That's it.
We're back from Michael's turn. He had a pretty darn good turn. Michael, explain to me how many points you got.
So we got 6 points. Hold 1, hold 2, hold more.
Yep.
Completed my battle tactic, and then, which was barge through, and then I burned your objective for that
extra one.
And we did roll for the explosion on the burn, or when we burned it, and nothing happened.
No spiders ate our faces, so that was good. So the score is currently 14 to 16, Sylvaneth.
Yep.
And we are going to get into the roll-off. Davey breaks ties, so you get to roll first.
Hup. 5.
3.
I will definitely be taking the turn, and you get to choose the proving ground.
Beautiful. All right, we'll be back in a moment to start the top of battle round 4, Sylvaneth. Okay, we're back. Michael's going to start his turn, top of battle round 4. Michael gets 1 command point. I'm going to generate relentless discipline points. 5 plus however many 6s I roll right here. So I have 7 for the turn for now.
Okay.
Okay.
The Ancient heals 1,
Okay.
because he's within a tree. Alarielle heals 1, so she's back to full.
Okay.
And then the Lord heals 1.
Okay, so he has suffered 8. Okay.
Battle tactic this turn, I'm going to do a faction-specific one called Eradicate Trespassers. And I have to pick a unit that's within 6 of a tree and kill it by the end of the turn, so it's going to be that one wounded guy.
Perfect.
That's
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Okay. So Alarielle's going to do some casting. She's going to do Metamorphosis
Okay.
on the guy she's in combat with.
Sure.
1 off on a 9.
Okay, I'll try to unbind with Archon, +2, so I need a 8 on dice. Just barely misses it. So Metamorphosis goes off on a 9. We're looking for 3s right here.
3s? Uh-oh. So 5 mortals.
6s! He dies just perfectly.
Okay, now when this happens, I get to put in a tree.
Okay, read the rule for the range of the tree, please.
It is, if the unit is short, blah, 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 blah. 1 scenery piece wholly within 12 of that model and more than 3 inches from all other models, terrain features, objectives, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, cool. So, like right there.
Like
much.
right there.
Okay.
Yep. He turns into a beautiful tree, David.
Life and death.
A beautiful
The battle of life and death.
tree.
Okay.
It's so nice.
Okay, casting continues.
Casting continues. She would like to do Throne of Thorns on herself. This goes off on a 9. She's got 3d6 it.
Okay. Throne of
Nope.
Vines, right?
So we're going to re-roll it.
Okay.
Still doesn't go off.
Okay.
Okay, now she's going to do Regrowth on the Tree Lord.
Okay.
Looking for a 5. There's a 5. Easy dispel. You got
Unbound
it.
with Archon.
The Ancient is going to Arcane Bolt.
Okay.
On a 9.
Unbound with an 11.
Good talk. That's it for hero.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move the Nightmare Predator. He moves 4.
4 inches. Oh, he's taking him with him.
Yeah. On a 2-up. Yes.
Yep.
One more.
Just keep
Chip.
chipping him away.
Chip it away. That's
Okay.
right. All right, let's get into Michael's movement phase. We'll be right back. All right, we don't really need to show the board state because I hold the whole other half of the board and Michael is on this side of the board. So let's start with your movement phase. Looking at the Tree Lord.
Tree Lord's staying within that overgrown forest, so he can just kind of heal again next turn. And then I'm within 3, so I'm gonna try and destroy his faction terrain.
Perfect.
Alarielle moved up into that hole. She has a 9-inch charge on Archon, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it is what it is. And then the Ancient is where he's locked in combat there. He's gonna try and shoot himself out. Didn't kill that one dude. And then all of the Dryads are still in the back. It's really important. It's my grand strategy for all of them to stay alive. So I'm just kind of keep shimmying them around, keeping them in the back.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna get us set up and we'll do some shooting.
Yep.
Tree Lord Ancient is gonna unleash into the Necropolis Stalker.
2 attacks, hitting on 2s. They both hit.
Okay.
Wound on 3s. 1 wound.
Okay, Rend.
Rend 1.
I failed it.
3 damage.
He's dead.
Okay.
Okay.
Battle tactic complete.
Battle tactic complete. Alarielle staring down Archon. She doesn't like him. She's gonna throw a spear at him.
It's on a 2.
Okay.
Hits. Wounds on a 2. Wounds. Rend 2.
He's got a 3-up save, so 5-up. Failed it.
6 damage.
6s. Okay, so he takes 5 damage.
Okay. That's the most damage I've ever done to Archon in any game I've ever played against him.
Okay. What else?
Charges.
Charges. All right, the one that matters.
Yeah, Alarielle.
Okay, need a 9. There we go. Got an 11. She's going in.
I'm just going to Titanic duel you because you can't do command points anyways.
Sounds good. I will also Titanic duel, I think. I've got Finest Hour. You're -2 Rend, so I've got 5-up saves against the beetle. If he survives and you decide not to strike and fade, then he'll be able to fight back.
Okay.
So we'll do that.
Let's start with that Tree Lord over on the other side on a 3-up is going to destroy that terrain feature.
Okay, sounds good.
He does not.
All right, my terrain stays.
Yep. Let's do it with the big bug.
All right, sounds good.
The antlers.
2s and 2s?
2s and 2s. Bad start for me.
Yeah.
All right.
2 at -2.
Yep.
I ignore your first Rend and I'm on a 3-up save, so this is a 4.
Do it to it.
Save 1, fail 1.
So it's 5 damage.
He shrugs none, so he's got 1 wound left. Can the Talon of Dwindling take down Archon?
Let's see. Okay. 1.
No Rend?
No Rend.
Saved it.
Okay. All right, so after much deliberation, we're going to strike and fade away, and the only real spot is right back here. So she's going to dip out and dip back in. Right there.
Freaking Alarielle, the new unkillable model. She's as unkillable as Manfred is.
So the reason we decided to leave, I was really tempted to stay there. I'm really concerned about him swinging in, killing all of these guys, being able to activate on them multiple turns.
Yep.
This reduces the activation to only 1 activation against them next turn, which is just better.
Yep, just better. Okay, cool. We'll be back in a second to score Michael up. All right, everybody, we are back for the bottom of battle round 4, Bonereapers. I've got how many units left on the board, Michael? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No extra Relentless Discipline points, but I will go up 1 because of the turn. So 8 Relentless Discipline points. My battle tactic is going to be gaining momentum.
Yep.
Did we talk about how many points you scored already?
Nope.
Okay, well.
We should do that.
A back battle, folks. How many points did you score?
Hold 1, hold 2, hold more.
Yep.
And completed my battle tactic, which was eradicate trespassers, because I killed that 1 unit, so that's 5 victory points.
So it's 21 to 14.
Right.
Yep, so Bonereapers are back by 7, but it's not over yet. Yeah, so gaining momentum, basically I have to destroy an enemy unit, and I also have to have more objectives.
Correct.
That could be tricky,
Right.
but I'm going to give it a try. So,
Well, because if you kill that unit, that's also my grand strat, because I need to keep all 3 of those
right.
stupid
So that'll help.
dryads
That'll
alive.
swing things.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll swing things. So do you heal on just your turn?
Yes,
Okay.
just my turn.
Cool. So for my heroic action, I'm going to do heroic recovery on Archon. He gets it.
Okay.
He's going to heal 3.
Nice.
Okay, so he suffered 7. And then what are you going to do for your heroic, buddy?
Let's go with a command point with the Ancient on
Okay.
2 up. Nope, that's the 3rd time he's failed to do that.
Yeah.
There's so many ones, man.
He's still got that Mystic Shield though, or does he? Did you cast Mystic Shield on him again?
No,
last
that's
time?
gone.
Okay.
He tried for an Arcane Bolt,
That's
and
right.
it was
That's
dispelled.
Right. Okay. Archon the Black is going to do his healing. He's going to heal himself for 3, and nothing else is in range. So he suffered 4. I am going to cast, I'm going to cast Curse of Years on that unit first. And I need to see, he suffered 4, so he's middle bracket. He's still +2 to cast. He's now +1 to unbind though, instead of +2.
Okay.
Okay, so Curse of Years goes off with a 10.
Sure, we'll try to dispel. You got it.
Okay.
6s are mortals. Nothing.
Archon, come on. So he's gotten that spell off twice and he's done 1 more
I
wound.
mean, he just got his bell rung. He's a little
Yeah.
dazed.
Yeah. He luckily survived with 1 wound though. That was pretty amazing. So let's cast Arcane Bolt with that guy over there.
Okay.
Goes off with an 11.
Sure.
Okay. And now let's cast Arcane Bolt 2 more times with Archon the Black.
Okay.
Okay, he's +2 to cast. So the first one goes off with a 9.
We'll try and dispel. You got it.
Okay.
He's gonna try and just charge in there and explode. So many
Yeah.
mortals.
He's going to do it again with a 12.
I can't even stop that one.
Okay. So we've got 2 Arcane Bolts in the pocket. Okay. Now we're going to do Empower Weapons on the blob. That goes off with a 7.
This will be my last one from Alarielle.
Okay.
9. So
Unbound with a 9. Okay. And then on a 2 up, I can cast Soul Guide. I cannot. All right. Casting's done. The Bone Tithe Nexus did not get destroyed, so it's going to do a mortal wound to the Dryads on a 2 up. Okay.
Yep.
Take a mortal wound. And that is the end of my hero phase. So now I'll get to move the Nightmare Predator, 2d6. It moves 6. So it's going to land right here, hit its prey, and it's going to hit this unit.
Okay.
Okay, so the prey gets hit.
For the big 6? Oh, no. Now it's...
Nope, now it gets hit for the big 5.
That's
Yeah.
still really good.
5
So he's
mortals.
taking 6 damage?
Yep. And now it's going to hit the Dryads. Oh! 3.
That's the big 6. Let's go.
Okay, Archon's done. That's the end of the hero phase. It was pretty productive. Let's get into movement phase and we'll be right back.
All right, the march continues. The Bonereapers continue to advance forward. Archon the Black is crushing everything in his way. David, walk us through what you got going on over here.
I moved the Gothazar Harvester off of the no point that doesn't exist anymore so he can shoot into those Dryads.
Yep.
He used a Relentless Discipline point to move +3, being careful to stay outside of 9. I can't trigger a redeploy because I can't reroll charges, so it's really important that I stay nice and close with Archon. The other Gothazar Harvester is within 15 inches, so he can shoot. He's staying really close to these units here. I've got my Expert Conquerors. 2 of them are still standing on my back objective, and my General is just standing right on it, being cheeky. So we're going to get into some shooting. We're going to start with the Gothazar Harvesters into the Dryad. All right, Gothazar Harvester number 1, shooting into the Dryads, 4s and 4s. It's going to be the far one. 1 wound.
6. Failed it.
Okay, single damage.
Next one.
And then the other one that is standing close to Archon the Black is going to fire next. 4s and 4s. 1 wound.
6. Saved it.
Nice, good save. Okay, shooting complete. Let's zoom in on Archon and he'll make his charge.
All right, Archon. We've seen a lot of double ones this game. No more.
I really don't want to roll Snake Eyes again. Archon the Black.
Here we go.
Okay, he's fine. Monstrous actions. I am going to destroy the wildwood that's next to the Gothazar Harvester. On 3 up. Okay, it's destroyed. Oh, I'm kind of glad I brought a bunch of monsters today.
You're just a logger. You're out here
Yeah,
chopping down
I'm out
trees.
there chipping away. You know that I like bones, but did you know that I also like firewood for my fire at home?
I'll knock down your terrain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
Remove your terrain.
All right. We're just rinsing each other's terrain out. That's just fine. Okay. Archon the Black. This is the start of the combat phase now.
Yep.
He is going to unleash his 2 arcane bolts for D3 apiece.
Okay.
That's 3 mortals.
Yep. And stomp.
Okay, and then he's going to stomp. 1 mortal.
Okay. There's only 2 guys left.
Okay. Can Archon the Black do it? What's your save?
I have a 5-up save.
You have a 5-up save.
He's gonna be fine.
Okay, Zephyr Car. This is going to be 4s and 4s because of your debuff.
Okay.
Okay, and then the sword, Kanashan, this is going to be 5s and 3s. I just wanted to roll another dice.
Okay.
Okay, Ebon Claws, 5 attacks. This is going to be 5s and 3s. Okay, 2 hit. 1 wound, -2.
Punches right through.
2 damage.
Oh no!
We got him!
Just barely got him.
Beautiful. I was scared with that debuff, so let's just see if what the Spectral Claws and Daggers would have done, because that would have been 6s and 4s, but 6s are mortal wounds.
Nothing.
So I would have missed.
You just
so that 1 Ebon Claw got me my battle tactic.
Snuck it through.
Yeah.
Got you your battle tactic, and then took away my grand strat. That's a huge swing.
Yeah, that was a big play.
Yeah, I'm super happy for you. So proud of you.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to decide whether or not I want to burn this. We'll get on the hero cam and we'll let you know.
All right, Wargamers. David has completed his turn. David, now you did elect to burn this. What happened?
Well, I burned it to get an extra point.
Yeah.
And then I'm Bravery 10. And I rolled a 10 with Archon and with the Gothazar Harvester.
Right.
Archon only took 1 mortal, but the poor Harvester took 3.
Yep.
Nobody's good at rolling deathless saves late game, apparently, but I did burn that objective, so the score was 10-17, is now 16-17, 1-point game, going into the final roll-off, and Michael is going to be breaking ties, so I'll go ahead and roll first.
Okay. Hup. You got it.
All right, I'm going to take the turn, obviously, and we will be back in a moment for my hero phase, top of battle round 5, Bonereapers. All right, we're back for the top of battle round 5. I'm pretty happy with how the Bonereapers are doing so far.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a game.
Yep.
Cruise Missile Durthu was a big, bold move, and I got super lucky, and here we are. So let's go ahead and talk about my battle tactic. It's going to be outmuscle.
Right.
Michael made this objective the proving ground to try to hold on to it. And outmuscle, I pick a unit that is on a proving ground of Gallet Veterans. If they're destroyed, I complete the battle tactic. The other problem I have, though, is he has his Tree Lord Ancient still standing on the objective. So I'm just going to see what I can do here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take that objective, but I'll try. For my heroic action, I'm going to do Heroic Recovery with Archon the Black. He gets it for 1.
Okay. I will Heroic Recovery on the Tree Lord.
Okay.
He does.
Okay.
For 3.
Beautiful. So he now has
3 damage.
Oh yeah, I thought he had suffered 9. Okay, so you've suffered 3. I was like, cool, we'll just turn it around to make it a 6. I was just cheating. Let's do healing.
Yep.
This is a 4, not a 7. He's going to heal himself in the Gothazar Harvester, so he's now suffered 1. And then the Gothazar Harvester is full health.
It's so frustratingly difficult to try and kill the Bonereapers, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the closest I ever came, and it still was not enough.
You went hard in the paint with Alarielle, and I think it was the right play. Because if you would have blown up Archon right there, we would already be done.
Yeah, we would be doing the wrap up,
so
and I'd be going home.
That was massive. Yeah, that was massive. Okay, let's do hero phase stuff.
Okay.
I am going to cast. Arcane Bolt 3 times.
Okay.
Okay, first one, well, let's just do it once.
Okay.
And maybe I can think if that's a bad idea while I'm doing it. Okay, Arcane Bolt number 1 goes off on a 9.
Alarielle to dispel. You got it?
Okay, let's do it again. Goes off on a 9.
Alarielle to dispel. No, that's not going to work.
You don't even need to roll another dice. Okay, he's got 2 so far. Arcane the Black is going to cast Arcane Bolt.
Okay.
On a 9.
Alarielle. Hey, no.
Oh, you were so close.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So you have 3 Arcane Bolts.
Yeah, he's juicy.
He's just going to explode into them.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Mystic Shield with my General on the 10-man.
Okay. Yeah, it's 2 dice usually.
Okay, it goes off. It does not go off. It's a 6, right?
I don't know what your casts are.
I think Mystic Shield is a 5.
Oh, Mystic Shield.
I think Mystic Shield is a 5.
It's 5.
Okay, so you're out of unbind range, right?
No, I am, but oh, it's way back there. You're good.
Okay, and then I'm going to cast Soul Guide on the blob. It goes off with a 6.
Yep, you got it. I'm not even trying to.
Okay.
I have one more thing I'm doing, and
okay.
Please continue.
On a 2-up, I can cast Soul Guide again. I can. I'm going to cast Soul Guide on the other Gothazar Harvester. It goes off on a 7.
Okay.
So we've got Soul Guide on the blob and the Harvester.
I'm going to try and dispel this endless spell.
Okay, sounds good.
What's the casting value?
7.
7?
So you need an 8 on dice.
Hup. And I have a reroll.
Okay.
Hup.
Oh, so close.
So close.
Got it with a 7. Okay, so it didn't dispel, so it's going to move. Okay, it's going to hit its prey, these guys, and Alarielle.
Okay.
Within 3.
Okay.
So the prey on a 2-up goes off.
Gosh, you know what 3 inches looks like.
D6, 1 mortal wound into your tree lord.
Okay.
That was the worst D6 of all time. Into these guys.
That's every D6.
into the dryads.
Okay.
Okay.
Now mortals.
D3 for 3. Okay. Okay, the endless spell has moved itself, and we're going to get into the movement phase, and we'll show you what it did.
All right, David, you have completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here. It's all very, very technical.
Yeah, so Archon the Black moved into the objective.
Yep.
He triggered a redeploy from the Dryads. They moved 3 inches closer to the Ancient, just so he could potentially make me fight last if my charge isn't good enough to allow me to get outside of 3, which was a very good play. I am sitting on those 3 Arcane Bolts. I've got 10 wounds left, and I can stomp. So if I get the charge, odds are that I'll kill the Dryads, but it's hard to tell right now. I was going to shoot with the Gothazar Harvester into the Dryads, but I don't want to make my charge any bigger than it already is, so he's probably just going to shoot at the Ancient. And then over here, I just strung out to hold this objective, Gothazar Harvester in the middle. I've got my models that count as 3 with 6 on there, so I've got 18 plus the leader, 20 on there, and there's no more trees because they've been destroyed, so that has just opened things up a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and get into shoot phase. I'm going to start with, I actually only have 1 shooting. It's the Gothazar Harvester into the Tree Lord Ancient. Gothazar Harvester shooting into the Tree Lord Ancient. This is 3s and 3s.
Okay. Put him in the box, David.
1 wound, -1.
Okay. Saved it.
Of course you did. That was so fun.
Now the fun part. Let's do some charges.
Yeah,
let's do a charge.
Let's do a charge. Archon the Black. Archon the Black, charging in. He rolls a 5. That's plenty. However, I'm within 3 of the Ancient, so let me move him in.
Yep.
I am going to stomp, into the dryads.
Okay.
They get stomped. For 1 mortal. I'm going to destroy some trees with my Gothazar Harvester.
Sure.
He doesn't like that tree in front of him.
Right over there.
Okay, it's gone. I've eaten so many trees
so
today.
So many trees.
Okay, now your Ancient is going to do something nasty and make me fight last.
Yeah. Yep, fight last. 3 up. Got it.
Okay, so I fight last. Now I'm going to unleash my 3 Arcane Bolts.
At the little at the poor little dryads.
Yep, because this is the start of the combat phase.
Yep.
They're dead.
Yes, they are.
They take 8 mortal wounds.
Okay, remove the squad.
Okay. There was a lot of things in motion there. If I would have not killed those models, I would have missed my battle tactic.
You will still miss your battle tactic.
Why is that?
Because you don't take the point.
Oh, I have to steal at the point too?
You have to have more points than me and kill the unit, and you don't have more points than me. Because
what if I burn it at the end of my turn?
You can't burn it because you don't own it.
Damn it.
So I just snuck it out.
Okay, you snuck it out.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And now the Ancient will fail to kill Archon.
He will.
He will.
Yep.
So he's got 5 sweeping blows.
Okay.
I mean, the Archon can still attack him and
yeah. I mean, Archon's going to have to do some serious work. Since it's start of combat phase, I am going to bludgeon with Archon.
Okay.
So if he survives, he will be +1 to his rend.
3s and 3s with the sweeping blows. 2 hits. 1 wound. Rend 1.
Okay, 4 up. I failed it.
2 damage.
6s. I failed them both.
2s and 2s with the massive impaling talons. 1 -2.
-2. I saved it. No, I failed it.
Okay. Yeah. 3 damage.
Okay. 6s. Okay. I've suffered 6, which means I'm tiered, which means I'm probably not going to kill this tree lord.
Either way, we shall all out defense.
Okay, so he's on a 2-up save before rend. Zephyr Car. 3 to hit, 3 to wound. Hit. Wound, -2.
Okay. Saved it.
Okay. Keneshan. 4. 3. -2.
Huh. Saved it.
Nice. Ebon Claws. I've suffered 6 damage, so I've got 4 Ebon Claws. This is going to be 4s and 3s. Everything hits. 2 wounds, -3.
Huh. Kill them both.
4 damage.
Okay. Roll them up.
It's not enough.
And then you have some ghosty attacks.
I have some ghosty attacks,
Yep.
yeah. 2, 4, 6. Ghosty attacks, 5s and 4s. 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And nothing.
All right.
Okay, so he's suffered 9 wounds. So, you eked it out by denying my battle tactic.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. So it looks like just hold 1, hold 2.
Yes.
All right, let's get on to the hero cam and we'll let you know how many points I scored.
Oh my gosh, David, let's score it up. What are you at?
I scored 2 points because you denied my battle tactic.
Yep, very sneaky.
Gosh darn it. That Tree Lord Ancient has 5 wounds left and I hate him. So I got 2 points. So the score currently is 17 to 18.
Yep.
Bonereapers. And Michael has to get 4 points here because I took away his grand strategy.
Right.
So what are you going to do for your battle tactic, dude?
So I'm going to do eye for an eye. And I complete this battle tactic if 1 or more friendly units were destroyed in the previous turn, which they were, and 1 or more enemy units are destroyed this turn. And I don't even have to pick which enemy units are destroyed, but we're going to go for Archon.
Yeah, he only has 7 wounds left.
Yeah.
He's not able to do Finest Hour because he already did it. So that seems very achievable.
Yep.
Okay.
In my hero phase, that guy heals by 1, and that guy heals by 1.
Okay, so he has suffered 8.
Yep.
And then the one over here has suffered 7. Okay.
He's feeling a little bit better. Can Can you tell me, is this gentleman within 3 of that tree?
He is within 3 of that tree. Because I'm going to destroy it. I'm going to kill one more tree on my way out.
He's going to cast on a 6 his tree spell.
Okay.
It's Awaken the Wood.
Okay, Awaken the Wood.
Goes off on a 6. It does not go off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to be okay with that. Alarielle.
Yes.
She would like to Metamorphosis.
Okay. I'm only +1 to Unbind now.
And within 12. So she can do Dwellers in the Deep on that unit, because that's a 20-man unit. Yeah. So she's going to Metamorphosis here on Archon.
Okay, sounds good.
Metamorphosis on Archon. This is 3d6.
On an 11?
11, you say?
I need an 11? Nope, goes off.
Okay.
That's a lot of mortal wounds on Archon.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
3 ups.
Oh no. 2, 4, 6, 8 mortals?
Yes, sir.
2, 4, 6, 8 mortals. He needs to shrug at least 2 of these or he's dead already. He's dead. 3, 6, 7. Yep, you rinsed him.
And he turns into a tree.
And he turns into a tree.
Boop, boop. Excellent.
Nice play.
That was interesting.
Yep, that was great. Okay, what's next?
She's going to do Dwellers in the Deep. Okay. She's going to target the 20-man of the Mortek Guard.
Okay.
Believe this goes off in a 7. Yep. So on a 7, that's a 9.
Okay, I cannot unbind.
So she rolls dice for the amount of people in the unit.
Okay, is
5
it
ups or
within
mortals.
range or just the unit?
Pick one enemy unit within range. So just within range.
Okay, cool. So 20 dice and it's on 6s?
5s.
Oh, that's good. That seems pretty strong.
5 ups.
4 mortals so far. 5 mortals. 6 mortals.
6 mortals, sir.
6 mortals, okay. 6 up ward. Shrug 1. 5 are gonna die next to the harvester. Oh, I don't need to do that yet. 5 are gonna die next to the harvester on 4s. 2 die.
Okay. Now she'll probably do, let's go Tree Song. No, let's do Regrowth. No, we'll do Tree Song on this right here. On
Tree
7.
Song on the terrain.
She'll use her reroll.
Okay,
Yes.
nice, goes off.
So +1 to AP when we're near that terrain.
Beautiful.
That's it for hero.
All right, let's move the,
Just in case I have to say it, it's my last turn. I'm gonna make everything, all terrain features are now Wildwoods.
okay, sounds good. I am going to move the Nightmare Predator.
Yep.
He moves 7. He'll just go right here.
See if he can murk that one guy.
Yep.
Here.
He needs to roll a 2 up and then a 6. If he rolls a 2 up and a 6, the Ancient dies. Okay?
Yep.
6!
There he is.
Ancient's dead.
Remove the ancient.
Well, that was awesome.
He meant nothing to me this turn anyways.
Yeah. I wish that would have happened last turn.
All right.
Alarielle. She
Okay.
gets hit.
Yep.
Oh, actually, yeah, this happens all at the same time. She takes 2 mortals.
Okay.
Because this gets dispelled after it kills its prey. So.
Okay. Put 2 damage on her.
Okay. Bloody.
That's it. Let's move into movement.
Get in movement. Michael, that was huge, getting those 8 mortal wounds on Archon and lifting him off the board. And that was so cool when I killed the Tree Lord Ancient with my Endless Spell, and then it dispelled itself. So there's just a little bit of cleanup to do. Tell me a little bit about your movement phase.
Those dryads in the back stayed still.
Yep.
Alarielle popped over the terrain feature
Yep.
in the center, and the Tree Lord shambled forward.
Okay.
So really it comes down to putting any damage on this unit.
Yep. So right now, if Michael can damage this 10-man with the spear, then we can stop.
Yep.
If he doesn't do damage with the spear, then we need to charge and then see what happens.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna do that next. Go ahead, man.
Or you just go for it. Hitting on a 2. Hits. Wounds on a 2. It wounds. You're gonna have to roll a save.
Okay, excellent. All right, so I have a 3-up save because of Mystic Shield. Oh, I don't ignore the first round because that's with melee weapons only.
Okay. So you have a 5?
I have a 5-up save, yep. All right, 5-up! I saved it. Yes!
We can go straight in charges.
Do you want to shoot with your Tree Lord?
The Tree Lord, it doesn't matter because he's not going to shoot this unit, so we're just going to stay over here.
Okay.
Alarielle making a charge. It's an 8.
8, yeah, that looks good.
So she's just going to come right into here. I don't want to bring in the other dude.
Okay, so you're outside the 3 of the Gothazar Harvester.
We're going to...
Okay, see if you can stomp for D6.
Stomp. Oh. Yep.
Okay, D6 mortals for 3. Okay, 6-up ward. Shrug none of them. They die next to the Harvester.
So 4-ups.
Okay, so you did 1 damage.
I've done 1.
Uh-huh.
I would like to finish this combat.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Since we're here.
Alarielle is doing what?
She cannot all-out attack. I have no CP.
Okay, I am going to shield wall with both of those units.
Okay. I'm putting the staff into the little guy.
Okay.
And then all of the antlers into the Mortek Guard.
All right, sound good.
Here we go. Into the Mortek Guard. 3 misses.
Okay.
1. Ren 2.
Now I do have a 4-up. 3-up, ignore the first round. Yep, 4-up. Save it.
Okay. And now the little staff. All right, 3 saves. No rend on your stone mason.
5-up. Saved 1.
Okay.
Damage.
Single damage each.
6s.
Okay.
Okay. I shrug the first damage that I take, so he takes 1.
Now at the end, if he's on a 6, David, on a 6, he could just die.
You could slay him. Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to go with the Mortek Guard. Okay, there we go. 9 guys.
9.
9. This is 18 attacks. It's impossible to kill her, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
You could roll a lot of 6s.
12, 14, 16, 17. Where are the rest of my dice?
Oh. Probably on the floor.
No, they're right here. 19 attacks. Oh my god.
No.
The Bonereapers are tired, dude.
Yeah.
They're tired. So we had 1 explosion. Okay. Fours.
Okay.
Makes 6 saves, -1.
Oh.
Wow, nice roll. So you take 1 wound.
1.
Okay, I'm gonna fight you with my puny little guy. My puny guy has 2 attacks with his Soul Mason staff, and 4s to hit. Both hit. 3s to wound. Nothing happens. And then we've got 2 ossified claws, 4s to hit, 1 hit, and 3 to wound, baby. All right, 1 wound -1. Yeah, we did 4 damage to Alarielle. All right, Michael did great. He killed just enough skeletons to deny my grand strategy, and he got his battle tech.
I'm gonna see if I can kill the stone mason.
All right, does the stone mason die?
Soul mason.
Yeah, the soul mason die.
On a 6.
Oh, he's still alive. All
That's
right.
the only reason I went in. That's why I wanted it.
Michael, one hell of a game, my friend.
That was good.
Yeah, you pulled it out. Bonereapers did the best they could. There were some big rolls there. Let's go ahead and snap on, and we'll be back for a second for the wrap-up. Well, that was one hell of a game. The final score was Michael, 21.
Yep.
And David, 18. So the Bonereapers lost by a narrow 3 points. Some big clutch things happened. That was a fantastic game.
It was. Now, if you're still with us at this point, thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you. We are going to get into the wrap-up in just a second, but before we do, I've probably already put this as a disclaimer when I did it on camera.
Yeah.
I was striking fading in David's turn.
Yeah.
You can't do that. We were talking, I read that rule every time we did it, we read the rule. I read the rule, and then after the game, we were talking about how strong of ability that was.
Yeah.
And I opened it, and it clearly says, Once per turn in your combat phase. It
Yeah.
does not say the combat phase,
Right.
which means I can't do that on his turn.
Right. So Alarielle was able to bug out after she fought. That was legit.
That was legit.
Yeah, but the Tree Lord Ancient was unable to strike and fade to get.
On turn 1, when you attacked him, he shouldn't have been able to duck out.
Yeah. And then also the Summoned Tree Lord did that in my turn against the Necropolis Stalkers. He only had 2 wounds left. He definitely would have died, so you're able to take a point there. But that just happens when you're playing a new General's Handbook, a brand new Battle Tome, and mistakes happen, right? And we're here to have fun. We love to be competitive and play our best game, but sometimes you make little mistakes. No biggie. So let's go ahead and talk about MVPs, LVPs for the game. Michael, talk to me about your army, buddy.
So I really like this army. I painted it and it was assembled with 2021 in mind. Obviously, it's like really monster heavy.
Sure, yeah,
so
it's monstery.
I was really concerned that it wasn't going to play the new edition. And it plays really backwards.
It does, yeah.
Because it has all of these squishy units in the back, and then I'm shoving Tree Lords and Alarielle forward.
Yeah.
I was so salty and so bummed that I did Cruise Missile Durthu to do nothing.
Yeah.
And he died turn 1 like a chump.
He did.
And got me nothing for it. Like
did.
he should have nuked a whole flank and then stood there triumphantly, unable to be shifted, and he just fell over like a rotten tree. You just looked at him and he's like, oh no, and just died.
Yeah, so I had a 5-up rerollable because of Petrifex Elite and rerolling my saves for Shield Wall. I took 6 damage and shrugged 3 of them. So Durthu did a mighty 3 damage with his giant flat 6 damage sword, and I was able to just mortal wound him off of the board. So that was a big win there. That opened up the opportunity to continue scoring. I think I played really well with the tools that I had. Yeah, it was a great game. It was a great game.
Alarielle, her damage output was a little bit lower than I thought it would be, but she did really well in casting.
Yep. She did 16 mortal wounds with Metamorphosis alone.
Yep.
She did 12 mortal wounds with her Stomp, because you rolled 6s both times it went off.
It's definitely the right call to put her in Gnarlroot with the dwindling so that she's getting rerolls to cast and pluses to the cast.
Yeah.
It really makes her way more reliable of a caster.
Yeah, and the spear is great too. 2, neg 2, 6. You did another 12 damage there. So you did about 40 damage just with that stuff, and then also the beetle, I think squeezed out about 15 or 20 damage.
And she brings in a whole nother Tree Lord.
Yeah, a whole nother Tree Lord, which was a big thorn in my side. So you're basically bringing a 2,300 point army to a 2,000 point battle. You can teleport all over the battlefield, super strong.
I was never once not within 9 inches.
You were always within 9. Throne of Vines, the +1 to rend, the healing, the army is amazing. I'm so excited they finally given them what they deserve. I think they're going to be one of the stronger Elven factions now, versus we've seen Lumineth, Idoneth, Deepkin are very strong, so they're going to be a whole lot of fun. And the endless spells, amazing.
Yeah.
You got Cruise Missile Durthu off. I got the Nightmare Predator off. He did a great amount of mortal wounds. He was able to one-tap the Ancient with a cheeky 6, which was really, really good. So that was a fantastic game. My MVP is definitely going to be Archon the Black. He got into the backfield. He stayed alive with 1 wound against Alarielle. He killed a couple units of Dryads, helped deny the grand strategy. Did fantastic. The only thing that sucked was Curse of Years. Did 1 mortal wound and it went off twice on 20 dice. That was awful. I'm going to give the Necropolis Stalkers LVP because they didn't really do anything, and I picked the wrong time to charge you.
You had bounty hunters. Did bounty hunters ever come up?
No, because all of your Galatian veteran units were in the back. So you're screening with your monsters, and I was going into them, but because you were able to win the roll-off, get Alarielle into them, and kill them all, they didn't do anything. I do like the bounty hunter thing though. I feel like you're going to have to take it because there's going to be so many armies that are very Galatian veteran heavy.
Yeah. I feel like Death Riders would make good bounty hunters in your list.
Yeah, sure, because they have 5 attacks each.
Yep, and the movement.
And explosions and Death Rider Wedge and all that stuff. Yeah. The problem though is they can't fight in 2 ranks because they have mounts. So I could just take units of 5.
Yeah.
So that would be pretty tough. You know, Bonereapers are good if you know how to play them, but they're not like overwhelmingly good. I mean, I took a pretty strong list. I played really well. I played into a new battle tome and lost, right? And I did everything I could have done, aside from missing that one battle tactic. It's hard to tell exactly how the game would have panned out had those Necropolis Stalkers taken that Tree Lord when he wasn't actually able to move. But we know that now for the next game. So this was a great first game to play for the GHB. I hope all of you enjoyed it, and huge shout out to all of our members. We appreciate every single one of you, and you are the ones that are really helping us run this channel. So thank you so much. What do we got next?
Next is Stormcast versus Nighthaunt.
Stormcast versus Nighthaunt. We're going to see how the two oldie but goodie armies do with the new General's Handbook, so stay tuned for that. That is going to be coming out on July 18th, I think, unless we accidentally mess up our filming and we have to trash it, then something else. We'll just see how it goes. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again in the next Battle Report.